right, folks, we are about to get it on in terms of conflict and combat. For a Benny, does anybody want to recap what happened?
Uh, Last time, basically, the most that I remember is that we found there was another ship that was repaired, and they were trying to fire it up. And something with the way the engines would interact with the planet, it would devastate the world if they tried to fire it up in the condition it was currently in.
Yeah,
Uh,
it can't fly, but it can open a hole
right,
into concept space.
right, and just suck the entire planet in.
Yeah,
A black hole to the imagination, basically.
yes,
Earth would become myth.
I, I think
Um,
it's I think it's bad because then the all-seeing eye could grab us.
right. Because it only exists in imagination at this point.
right. Um, there were other things we wanted to do, but we figured this one takes priority because, the planet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You guys probably should have gone on a few of those side missions first.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but it's kind of urgent too. So
Yeah,
We don't necessarily have to engage the big bad guy if we can just disable these engines and get the heck out of there. Um, so we did find the ship, and we managed to get on board. I've made a literal beacon of light of myself with my solar powers to basically draw off as a distraction so that you guys could go find the engine. And hopefully, I guess without Woodson's character here, I guess Russ is the only tech head we really have left. So I guess it's up to you.
well, things get a little bit more complicated because, and last session, Roos figured it out that part of the reason why it wasn't a good idea for some people to come in is because of the regents.
Okay.
And also, Phil's character Revenant is in a bottle, being carried by Overdrive.
Oh, the guy who's not here anymore.
Right. Well, I'll be working with him as an NPC for this.
Okay.
But yeah. So that's where we were last time.
Alright, everybody split up, went their several ways, and we still don't know where they go.
Yeah. Well, if this ship has a similar layout to our own, we would know where the engines are, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that looks bigger than a medium burst template to me, but can't. Oh, yeah, that's much bigger than a medium burst template.
For some odd reason, I can't. I've got 2 atomic mines, and I can't take one out of turn order.
The man with 2 atomic mines.
All right.
That's kind of a.
Clear it.
Yep, clearing.
yeah,
They do have the extra action feature.
There you go.
All right. We're gonna add Star Blaze. Shock you there.
He's muted.
Right. Phil,
yep.
you and Overdrive were, you two were like the dynamic duo. Do you want to have control of his character?
That might be a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
But I mean, move around. Yeah, I can do that.
Alrighty. I will grant you. Go to his token.
Who knows Speedster's the best?
Yeah.
Speedster's pretty good. Let's go here. Go to players. Alright, size and all players.
Where we at?
Alright, did Overdrive pop up?
Yes.
Yes, I see him.
Okay, good.
I can see his picture, but not his stat block.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright. Phil, can you move his token around?
Yes, I can.
All
And
right.
I got access to his character sheet.
Alright, cool deal. Okay. So he will actually be going on your turn. So that comes up. We'll just say that's he's just under your control for right now.
Okay.
Treat him like a sidekick.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. And the cultists are going to go under the regent's turn. And let us begin the game. Show some bennies. Show some initiative.
Now you make me want to make the sidekick named Second Gear.
Second gear. It's a pretty good idea for a sidekick. All right, let's.
Can I draw my Benny?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Ooh, all right.
Anybody got quick or level-headed?
Not yet.
Card by suite. Okay. Jacques, you are first.
Anders, are you with us?
He's still muted.
Yeah.
Anders, you're muted. There you go.
Now, if the mic works is another question.
Yay, Discord.
The joys of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. Luke,
Yeah.
you are the next player. Roll me a d6, and if it comes up on a 6, everybody take a Benny.
Sorry, guys. Almost.
It's okay. It's okay.
Atomic mind, you didn't see that coming? Oh.
To be fair, that's pretty impressive that it was so close.
All right.
Anders
Been
just
more
typed
impressive
past
if
me.
I got it.
All right. So
Yeah.
we will pass him, and
They went that way. They jumped me in the.
2, 3, 4. And I remember last session he sent everybody in a certain direction, so they're just going to assume that he's one of them because that's the kind of stuff Jock plays.
Right.
Alright, so they see Revenant, Overdrive, and Starblaze heading in that direction.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6. And the cultists are going to fire on you.
Ah!
Because they actually do have the bolt ability. Let's see.
Do they have guns, or are they shooting lasers, or
They are pointing vigorously.
Okay.
They are a level 1. They have a ranged attack, which is 2d6. They cast Fireball. Let's see here. That's a 7.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. 2d6.
I guess that's who else that gonna get? Just the two in the front, or everybody?
It's gonna get everybody because it's a medium burst template.
Doesn't look like it's
Medium.
gonna get me.
Yeah.
Do what?
I guess it wouldn't get me. Yeah, even if. Yeah.
All right, cool deal. It won't get you then. So, Phil, you've got Revenant, right?
Right.
Revenant is in the bottle. Overdrive is the one. We'll use his parry. Or does he have the ability to avoid getting hit?
Don't see it here.
Okay.
But his. Hold it.
He has super speed, right?
Yeah. he's
Yeah.
got speed, but he doesn't have anything to evasion.
All right.
Oh.
What's his
I think-
toughness?
Does the fireball count as a ranged attack? Because then it would take a penalty based on his speed.
But he's
If
unless
he's
he's
yeah, if he's moving, it would.
he's not
Oh,
moving at this
okay.
point. So in that case, we'll go ahead and say that. All right. With 7 damage, does that do anything to Overdrive or
Yeah.
Revenant?
It gets doesn't do anything to Revenant, but it does.
Is it shake him?
It does shake. Well, he does one wound.
7?
Gets through.
7?
His toughness is 3.
Well, 4, and oh, sorry, no.
Oh, he's just
Sorry,
shaking.
shaking. A total of 6, 4 base and 2 armor.
Okay.
So he's just shaking, yeah.
Yeah, just shaking.
Right.
Okay.
That's a low toughness.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and say that you were in the bottle. I'm going to say that since it's an area of effect and that it's bottle is a smaller weak item, that bottle will break and let you out if you choose to.
I was actually going to suggest that, so that.
All right. So
Dramatic. Can Overdrive spend a penny to?
Soak.
yes.
He's just shaken.
Mm-hmm.
But you can spend a Benny to become unshaken if you want.
Yeah.
That's true. So in that case, you just might want to wait then.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna send like extra bennies to you, Phil, so you can use those for him. Okay. Alright, that's that. Atomic Mind. You see that they are converging on your friends, but you and Medkit were hidden. What would you like to do?
Well, I, for some reason, suspect that these people might be trying to open a hole on purpose. I don't know why I got that idea, but I did. So 2 can play at the blasting game. I am going to use telekinetic detonation, and I have it in a medium blast template. Let me see how big that would be. Would I get all 6 of them in that area, do you think?
I think you could get I think you get like that, those 4 right there.
It's a radius of how much? 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
So a diameter of 4, which is something like that.
Yeah. Alright, you could get them.
Okay. So telekinetic detonation, and I have the extra additional actions power, which lets me do 2 mental actions. So I will do it a second time as well.
Alright, so you got one with a raise and you got one like normal.
I don't think I need the extra one.
So, is this a lethal power or like?
No, it is not. Basically, what I think would happen, unless they can soak it, is they would be blasted back into a wall and hit their head, knocking them out.
I think with that much force, they are dead. I'm using the wrong one.
Well, I certainly didn't mean to kill them.
Suitability. Never use a bazooka when a rifle will do. Alright. But yeah, those guys. I'm not it. Alright, you know what? I will do one roll to see if they're capable of soaking it. They're not capable of soaking it. So yeah, they're all down on the ground spasming. Starblaze, your go.
I give Atomic Mind a thumbs up. And continue trying to find the engine.
Okay. You know where the engine room is because since you were like the liaison with the BSA, that means that you actually worked with the people that built and maintained the engine.
Okay, this may require a common knowledge check or even a science check or whatever. That's up to you. But do I know that if we disable or destroy these engines to prevent this takeoff or this engine test, will that be catastrophic or is that a good idea?
You want to disable them, like you want to take parts out that can't be replaced.
Yeah, whatever it's going to take to make sure that they can't fire these engines and destroy the Earth.
But if you actually blow it up, that's pretty. I mean, there is a city.
Right.
That's part of a state.
Well, yeah, that's part of a country.
Or it might be more to the point to say there is a state around us.
Yeah.
A lot more. Let's just say if I destroy them, a lot more of Louisiana will be below sea level.
Well, yeah, the tidal wave won't be too great either, right?
Make Little Rock, Arkansas, a coastal city. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, so we just want to make unfunctional, not destroy.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. If you recall, we were advised to seek out the alien flux capacitor or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I will try to find that.
Alrighty.
Because it looks like the enemies have been disposed of for the moment.
Well, you still have the one regent up there.
Right. That's the one we probably want to try to avoid.
There is more than one.
Oh dear, okay.
Yeah, there are a few of them on the ship, but they're nowhere near as plentiful.
Right. Well, what do you think, guys? Do we want to go for the engines now, or do we want to try and take on that guy and get rid of him? I say engines first. Because that's what we need to stop, is the engines.
Do we have the ability to outrun him?
Yeah.
I don't think... Okay.
You can outrun him. I mean,
certainly Overdrive can.
He's one of those slow saunter types, it's like Darth Vader.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
also teleport.
Yep.
Right.
And we don't have the element of surprise, so might as well.
Right.
All right. We'll try to find that piece and remove it and get the heck out of there.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to make this a quick encounter. If anybody wants to read along with me as to how to do a quick encounter to ensure I get this right, they are on page 134. Okay.
Turn your book to page 394.
Alright. So, here's what I want you guys to do. You guys are trying to make your way down, and you can use whatever relevant skill you feel like is necessary. I'm going to clear turn order for this.
This looks like it's going to be a crisis encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It could be crisis or combat, depending on what we encounter, I suppose.
Let's see, staged. Yep. Staged mission trek. Alright. I do not see crisis encounters.
Well, it's an encounter type under quick encounters.
You said one. I'm on 134, right?
Yeah,
Right.
to the left of where it says staged encounters.
Right. Chase, combat, crisis, heist, mission, or trek.
Gotcha. Okay.
Stage just means a staged encounter it's a quick encounter, but you have multiple scenes to resolve it, almost like a dramatic task.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get bonuses or penalties based on how easy or hard you think it's going to be.
Alright, so we will go with combat. Because you guys
Okay.
are going to be fighting your way through here. This will be my first time running a quick encounter. Yes, I know. The whole time I've been doing this is the first time. Everybody take a Benny, thanks to Revenant.
Now, what
Okay.
did I do?
You got a red joker.
Oh, yay!
Okay.
Alright, and overdrive, he goes on your turn too, by the way.
Okay, so does he get an extra penny?
Yes. I mean, if Woodson shows up, then we'll just, like, take some of your bennies and give them to him.
No, they're mine.
No! Alright.
Since this is combat, this would be considered a dangerous encounter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you fail your roll, basically quick encounters, unless it's a staged encounter, quick encounters are usually hinge on the result of one die roll.
Yeah.
It's just a one and done kind of thing.
You are. I'm saying you guys are,
Right.
like, doing that whole dramatic sneak through the complex. It's
Right.
like episode 4 of Obi-Wan right now.
So basically, this would be a dangerous encounter because it's going to be involving combat. If you fail your roll, you take a wound. Period.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what your toughness is, you take a wound. Something happened. You can describe whatever happens to your character. If you get a critical failure in this, you take 1d4 wounds.
Alrighty.
Wounds can be soaked as normal.
So,
And it's all narrative based on what we roll, and that's really about all there is to it.
Yep.
It's
so combat, fighting, shooting,
Even-
or focus.
much even quicker and faster than a dramatic task. It's just let's get this over with.
I like it.
Like the Avengers fighting normal human Hydra agents to get into the base. It's like let's not bog down the whole session with that. Let's just get in the base and fight the villains. Okay. I will be using focus because I'm assuming that I'll just kind of be blasting away with energy beams,
Mm-hmm.
cutting holes through walls so that we can get quicker access to whatever, corridor we need to be in, that kind of thing.
Alrighty. Revenant, which one are you using? You get a +2 because you got the Joker.
Okay. I think. Let me see. I'm going to be using focus. And I think I might use that +2 for multi-action.
Okay. You don't really need to use a multi-action because this is a quick encounter.
That's true. That's one of the perks of getting a Joker, though.
I know.
Ready. So, see, I'll roll my. Well, first let me. Okay. Overdrive is going to do is going to use fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's with a raise. He's
Yeah.
not going to take any kind of wound. Now, what's Revenant? Can you
Revenant
use?
is going to use focus. There I am. So it'll be this +2.
Oh wow, that's a 22.
Wow.
24 actually.
24, yeah. So you have single-handedly cleared out 2 or 3 rooms by yourself. Atomic.
And
Do you want to like narrate what the two of you, the dynamic duo, do?
okay. Well, it's kind of tough to tell because it's all of a blur. You
Yeah,
see,
an intangible, invisible guy and a speedster.
yeah, it's literally a blur. You try to focus on Overdrive, and he takes out 2 guys by himself, and by the time you see them, after you see them fall, you already see Revenant putting his sword away, and he asks, "Okay, boss, what's the next step?" And I'm not going to say so far so good.
All right. Cool deal. Atomic Mind, what would you like to do?
So at some point we get to the end of a corridor, and these cultists are coming in from the left and the right, and I put my fingers to my temple, and out of the jewel in the center of my very large forehead shoots 2 prismatic beams to detonate telekinetic blasts where they stand. Oh, I guess I would roll once, because that doesn't count as extra actions, yeah.
Well, you got a 6, so you made it.
Okay.
So you're good. You will take those guys out. Jacques, I am reading a lot of code coming from your guy there.
Yeah, Jacques will use fighting, and
Very quiet, dude.
oh,
Scary, but you're a little quiet. Not terribly so.
But you're going to use fighting, right?
yes, I'm gonna use fighting. How's that?
That'll work.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Are you going to
Right.
show off those age-old Mesopotamian kung fu skills?
I think it's gonna be more like a drunken warrior, kind of like, oops, oh, did I do that? Oh, like dropping stuff and actually like headbutting the guy, and then like hold this for me, and like tripping the guy. And what happened to you? Well, let me up you off the ground, and that kind of stuff.
You're going to pull a Jar Jar Binks, aren't you?
Yeah. Again, more like drunken warrior, like a kung fu my way down the
All right.
hallway. Like, oh. You can't quite tell if it's intentional or not. Jar Jar Binks, it's very clearly not intentional. And with Jacques, there's always this kind of like a, did he do that on purpose? Because, man, that really worked out well. Try it out.
Yep. With an 11, you're going to get it. All right. Somehow I see you doing all of this with the coffee cup in your hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing it, like, holding a beverage and, like,
Not spilling a drop.
not spilling a drop. Like, here, hold this for a second. And he punches the guy and grabs the drink before it falls down. And then he's like, oh, a nickel. He bends over and picks it up. And
I'm going to have like a lich character, like with the new fantasy companion. I'm going to have a lich character, and their soul jar is going to be their coffee cup. And they're just going to get up, and they're just going to be like, the best part of waking up. And Jacques has inspired me. Starblaze, you said you were going to use your focus?
Yep.
All right. Okay. I think you're taking a
I-
wound.
Failed.
But it's not critical.
Yeah, I'll take a wound. No big.
All right. Yep. And
So
also,
kind of.
the whole
Go ahead.
place is like pulsating darkness, like not just like passive darkness, but you literally feel as you're walking through the ship. It's like a heartbeat, and it's pulling the light out of you.
Yeah. So it's the longer we stay in here, slowly weakening as she goes, but basically blasting around, blasting away cultists, cutting, like I said, cutting through doors, and maybe she, comes around a corner, and there's just like this barrage of those lasers that kind of take her by surprise at a moment when her guard's down or something.
Yeah. The great thing
Ends up with
about
a wound.
the great thing about having like Starblaze as a leader is she's not invincible. She actually gets hurt in the line of duty.
Right. Always.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's willing to put herself out there too. So.
Alrighty. So medkit.
Alrighty then. It's the same type of ship that we've been on, right? So, Medkit seems pretty familiar with the workings of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Can he use his focus, his machine control to help, mess with doors and stuff like that to, throw off the defenders? Like, they come rushing up and the door slams shut, or, opens up and then it slams shut again. So they're like stopping before doors and, really messing with their momentum.
Yep. Yeah. Give me a focus roll. 4.
Oh.
That will be a success. All right. No wound. All right. As you all doggedly fight your way through the dangerous hallways and corridors, you eventually make it to the mirrored image of what you know to be the engine room.
Okay. Uh-oh.
There, you find yourself in the presence of a few cultists working on repairing the engine, and a regent is overseeing them. Alright. Let me remove all turns. And put you all in.
Actually, I don't want to spend that jet.
Okay.
I need to roll to become unshaken.
Alrighty.
Unless,
You want to start shaking?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I still have my wound.
Oh, can Medkit slap a heal on Starblaze?
Yep. If you want to do that before you guys do anything, yes, you can.
Oh yeah, and Overdrive still needs to unshake.
All
Forgot
right.
about that.
Roll to unshake for him, please.
God.
All right. You will definitely heal one of her wounds.
Thank you.
You only had one?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Whoops. I didn't mean to hit unshake.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Alright. So, we are here. We will start a new turn order in the engine room.
Is the big bad like 3 times taller than us, or?
That's not the big bad. That's the mini bad.
All right. It looks like to me like he's gonna open his robe. All of a sudden, there's gonna be like 6 sets of arms.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got like a bug body or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like 3 hobbits stacked on top of each other.
That too. That could be.
Let's see. Was it Shift Z to bring him up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's your guy.
I got like a Darth Vader kind of thing going on too with that control on his center.
Yeah, the face kind of looks like Apocalypse from X-Men.
Yeah.
You know who else he reminds? Well, it looks like he might have a tail going off him too, but like kind of like hidden by his ribs.
Right.
But he kind of looks like the new Lost in Space
That's
Doctor
what I
Strange,
was thinking.
where like he opens his robes and he's turned into like half of a bug man thing.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
I
about
hate that.
he's about
I hate
10 foot tall,
Yeah.
and he's
Okie dokie.
pretty powerful.
I hate to profile him, but I feel like I would just think he was a bad guy if I saw him on the street.
Well, you're not even gonna give him a chance. All right.
His eyes are too small and too close together.
Okay. All right. So speaking of his eyes, the whole thing is he's going to have his back to you when you walk in, and then he's going to begin monologuing, or he's just going to start speaking. And he's like, I sensed you from the distance, growing ever closer, bringing yourself to me as intended. You know you cannot resist. And when he turns around, his eyes are like glowing this sort of tangerine orange. Who is standing next to Overdrive?
I just want to say Jacques starts lip syncing and pretending to be the guy and like staying up real tall.
Okay, take a Benny.
It looks like Atomic Mind, Jacques, and Medkit are the three closest to Overdrive.
All right, those three of you, I am gonna need you to make a dodge roll. So roll me your athletics, because Overdrive was the target of that one.
Is it athletics or is it agility?
We'll say which one. I'll let you guys choose. You can either roll athletics or agility, whichever one's higher. Normally I'd say athletics, but all right. So yeah. Jacques, could you roll for me? All right, with a 5, you're gonna make it. All right, Phil. At this point,
For future reference, if it's an evasion roll that you're having to make, it is agility at -2.
agility at -2. Okay.
Right.
Thank you. That's gonna help.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Phil, at this point, I'm gonna take Overdrive over because the Regent has started controlling him.
Oh no.
Like, you guys are just gonna notice that he's not in control of his facilities. Alright, and he is not at the top of the turn order. Jacques, you are at the top of the turn order.
Do we all notice that Overdrive's not in control of his facilities?
Yes, because what happened is the Regent looked right at him, and then he took a swipe at all of you.
All right, I'm going to again drunken warrior my way towards Overdrive and put a foot out so that when he starts to run, and like takes a dive.
Okay.
You want me to roll a fighting or a stealth or?
Let's say that's an athletics trick. So
Okay.
roll athletics for me.
I'm gonna Benny that.
Okay.
I have a wand, so that's a 7. I think I'm gonna Benny it again
All right.
because I really wanted to take out like a serious tumble. Like I want him to like when he starts zooming around, I want him to just like fall, roll across the floor, hit the wall.
Okay.
I guess I might be settled with a 7.
All right. Let's roll a smarts to see if he figures it out. Critical fail. All right. So yeah.
Oop, what happened to the map?
What's the matter with the map?
Just went all white.
Do what? I don't recall.
Looks
Sorry,
like
hang
on
on.
my end.
I don't see the map anymore. I just see white and the characters.
Can everybody else see the map?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll refresh. Just be me.
All right. Okay. Which is Starblaze's turn.
Alrighty. I'm still in the middle of refreshing, so
All right, cool deal.
there we go. Going back online now. There we go. Map's back. All right. Well, I am going to blast the big bad, or the little bad, as you called him.
Mm-hmm.
So we've come here to stop you, and it will take. And we'll do anything it takes to do that. You're not going to succeed.
All right, 7.
She's such a nerd.
All right, take a Benny for it, because that's one of your hindrances.
I only do 9 damage.
Yeah, but you get +4 because he's a creature of darkness, and you're using solar energy, right?
Yes.
All right, so that 9 is really an 11. 13?
Well, you said +4, right?
Yes, so it's a 13.
And of course, it is AP4.
AP4 has 4 armor.
Oh, wait a minute. That was the attack. Okay. I haven't rolled damage yet. Okay,
All right,
my
roll,
bad.
roll damage. Let's see what happens.
There we go.
14. And with a raise, so that would be 18. Okay. He's shaken.
And then another 4 because of his weakness to solar.
Ah, so that's right.
Of
So
course, if he attacks with darkness, I have the same weakness. So
he has a wound.
okay.
Okay. You might actually be able to work this one out. All right, it's Overdrive's turn, but Jacques stuck a foot out for him. So we are going to go 2d6 damage to see what happens.
Can we do non-lethal? We 2d6 non-lethal? I don't know.
Well, it critically fails, so, but it is going to leave him prone. He's going to take a tumble and just fall down.
Can you critically fail on damage?
Do you want to spend a Benny to reroll damage?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Are we using dynamic combat?
What do you mean?
The oh gosh, the setting rule called dynamic.
21. Yeah, we can use dynamic combat.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just asking. I thought we were. That's where if you succeed on a trick, you get your opponent isn't just shaken. You get some special effect.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. What page is that on?
I'm sorry. It's creative combat. It's page 137.
Creative combat, yes.
All right. So 2d6 and 2. Second wind. The foe's reaction gives your hero hope. So yeah, I mean that would actually make him. That would make him okay. Like that really wouldn't have an effect.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it in mind for the future.
Did Overdrive go sprawling and get his bell rung?
Yeah.
Hit his pause button.
Yeah, he's knocked prone for that, so he's gonna have to get up.
I was like, oh, sorry, excuse me. My fault.
Normally if you do a trick and you succeed, your opponent is shaken. With creative combat, your opponent is not necessarily shaken. They are whatever you roll on this 2d6 chart here. The widest range is just shaken, so it could still be, But anyway.
I'm gonna let him be shaken.
Okay.
Let's see, which token
Well, when you trip at half the speed of light, yeah, that
You're
tends to
lucky
leave a mark.
You're lucky it doesn't kill you. He's shaken and prone because he got tripped.
Okay.
And he is not in control of his facilities right now. Atomic Mind, you are up.
Okay. Atomic Mind is, or thinks, for some reason, that mind control is one of the worst things you can do. It is extremely evil, and he's gonna retaliate pretty strongly against this guy. You might note that he is a psychic, but he hates mind control. So
Right.
he is going to use his big attack, which is basically he spends one mental action charging and then one mental action firing his strongest psychic attack, which is telekinetic tear. It shoots out purple orbs that like rip things apart with like gravity and force and stuff.
Ooh.
So,
Crit fail.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's a migraine.
Oh, yeah.
you know who's in the way?
Who's in the way?
Overdrive.
But he's knocked prone, so.
Okay.
Alright, roll
Q.
it.
I crit failed. Like,
Yeah, alright, so yeah, we're gonna catch Overdrive in this one. Alright, roll damage, see what
Oh, no.
happens.
yeah, because it's a crit fail, and I have the spread negative modifier. So like a shotgun, which means it can accidentally hit people that were in the way.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
Ooh.
35 damage.
Oh my god.
this was not a very good outcome for me using my big attack for the first time.
Oh my gosh, let me calculate. So he's got a toughness of 7.
5.
5 wounds. Alright. Phil, do you want to soak for him?
Alrighty. Well, on the other hand, we got a reason why he's would no longer be in the campaign.
Right. Yeah. He heroically. So
He's
that's
going to spend many.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Elan. 11. One more Betty.
You should only have to soak 4 wounds. We're using wound cap, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Right. But the best of the roll is what I.
Yeah.
Right? They don't
the
add.
9. The 9 would have been 2 wounds, so he'd be left with 2 wounds.
Yeah. But the 11, if I can get a 12. Aha!
Yeah.
All right.
There.
So
Nothing.
he is on the ground, but his super agile dodging skills allow him to avoid getting hit. So he's just going to be like rolling around on the floor like it's breakdance Saturday night.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, but wait a minute. That's how many wounds did he soak?
That's
Or
all.
3
Yeah.
out of 5.
Which is all of them.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was 7.
No, you got wound
5.
cap. You only get 4 wounds at the max.
Fine.
Mhm.
All right, and the GM will spend a Benny to unshake. The Regent has 1 wound. Let's see, what is he going to do? He is going to literally scream out and run up. And he's got improved frenzy with the darkness trapping. And he is going to zero in on his ancestral enemy, Starblaze.
Okay.
Okay, so let's roll fighting. First attack.
He's going to hit me twice.
Yep.
All right. I would like to spend a couple of bennies
Alrighty.
on power stunts. Let me look up. My mouse cursor has gone away. Hang on. There it is.
Oh man, you're right. Medkit got
What?
skipped.
That's right.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going. I'll go after her.
All right. Do you want to just be on hold? I'm sorry, Bruce. I
Yeah,
didn't mean to skip you. I didn't know how that happened.
it happens. No biggie.
All right. So, Starblaze, what were you doing?
Okay. I'm going to interrupt. Basically, I'm spending 2 bennies to do 2 power stunts. One benny to interrupt, which basically means I discard my action card.
Okay.
Distracted and on hold, and then I may interrupt as usual. So basically, I'll be distracted, but then it's opposed. I'd have to look up what it is for. I think it's opposed to athletics. And then do a respec to give myself a force field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I've already worked it out. I can make a 14-point force field, which will block 14 points of damage. So that's cool.
Okay. And was that your action, or?
Well, it's going to be because of the interrupt.
Gotcha. Okay.
Interruption. Yeah, it's opposed to athletics.
All right. So.
Well.
You beat him.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that he runs screaming up, and that with your force field of light, it just bounces off.
Well, I mean, he still rolls damage. It blocks up to 14 points of damage.
He didn't beat your parry, though. He only had like a 1 and a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Well, actually, I'll spend a Benny on him. Let's see if he can.
And she'll say, spread out, everyone. We don't want to be the target of area attacks.
All right. Will an 8 hit your parry?
Will an 8 hit my parry?
Yeah.
Where am I? Yes.
All right. So let's see what the damage is.
21. So 7 of it gets through to me.
All right. I'm going to say.
And my toughness is 13. So.
Okay. So I'm going to say that he ran screaming at you, and you brought up your force field of light, and he spent some time whacking on it, and then all of a sudden, like, he gets a little shot through in on you.
Yeah.
With that medkit, you are waiting in the wings. You were on hold. What would you like to do? Bruce?
Oh, I guess I was muted. Yeah, so Midkit's gonna try to since Overdrive's still woozy and whatnot, he's gonna try to slap him with that knockout drug. Try to put him down, but with his heightened metabolism, will probably just give him a little bit of fatigue.
Okay.
Hopefully, it'll start to pick up on here.
Narratively, because I don't want to kill a player's character.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say that he's so focused on whatever's happening that you can get him with a knockout drug.
Cool.
I will just allow it to happen, and we will give him the snooze button.
And do I see this joyful little blob of darkness here? What is that?
That is one of the shadow things.
The goobers.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not a goober. Do you remember? No. Do you remember the id?
Ah.
That's one of the creatures that was following it around. So.
Right. So. Yeah. Medkit's gonna to hit the woozy overdrive and keep on trucking.
You have the ability to teleport, right?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to teleport other people?
Yes.
I will allow you to teleport him back to your base if you choose.
Oh, then heck yeah.
Alright. And just like that, Overdrive is now safely tucked away back at home base. Okay. Did you want to do anything else?
Get the fuck away from big guy.
Yeah, that's a good call. He doesn't have a lot of powers, but he deals a lot of damage.
He's gonna run over there and try to take cover and see what he can do next time there.
When you get to that little section, you're near the turbines. You feel this, you hear this sort of like wow 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 wow, and all of a sudden like some light is starting to flash.
Yeah,
Oh,
All right.
they've turned on the wow wow.
Yep. The
right.
subwoofers. It's always a bad sign in sci-fi.
I'm telling ya. Who bust out the whippets?
Revenant, your go.
Alrighty. Refresh my memory.
I understood that reference.
What do the shadow id things do? I don't think we actually fought them, did we?
You did actually. They worked for the id, and they assume the identity of someone from your past. Like they just take on the illusion of someone you know, and they try to psych you out.
Ah, okay, I remember that now.
But
Uh,
it's weird because like the cultists and the shadow thing, they're all just the cultists are just continuing to work, and the shadow thing's just watching. It's not even getting involved in the fight.
Okay.
okay, well, if it's just watching. Okay. I'm gonna multi-action. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna make a full action here. I'm gonna taunt.
You do remember you still have that Solaris blade, right?
Yes, yes, I do. And that is part of the taunt.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So I pull it out and tell him. So how long you been doing this? 100, 200, 2,000 years? You haven't won. You're not going to, because now you're not only fighting the light, you're fighting us. As he pulls out his sword and it grows to full length. Not exactly what I meant.
Alrighty. So roll me your taunt.
Okay, I get a reroll. Yeah. Do we get any bonus because I'm using the sword of the guardians?
+2.
That's
Yeah, they. Okay, 5. So he's got to resist with his spirit.
Wait a minute, I get a reroll.
All right.
5.
Getting a
And
lot. Getting a lot of dupes tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
4. So yeah, that is
Okay.
gonna shake him by 1.
All right. I'll actually.
Alrighty. And so that was your first action.
Yeah, I decided not to multi-action because I did give myself.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So he is shaken.
Well, actually, I did get my reroll.
Do what?
I did get my reroll for the Benny. I have one reroll because I've got humiliate.
So let's
So-
see here.
Six.
Okay, so this is going to be the point where things start to go sideways.
Oh, goody.
That's never happened to us before.
Deal cards to turn order. Medkit. You start to see this big flashing light, and then all of a sudden, from the light, something takes form and actually steps out of the engine.
Ooh.
This guy is twice as tall as the Dark Regent. In fact, it's a little bit cramped inside the area where he's standing. He doesn't see you because you're on the other side of the column, but nobody else has spotted the Solaris Regent come out yet.
Ooh.
Revenant, you're first up.
Oh,
Well, we need a sword. I'm first.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Card by suite.
Yeah. There we go.
Starblaze. Suddenly,
Alright.
you feel like this sense of, you feel like that draining that was in you.
Yeah.
It's abated. Like, you don't feel like your power is slipping away quite as fast as it was before.
All right. So she, basically takes up to the air, try to get a little distance between her and this guy, and blasts away at him. Like, we were already weakening you. Now is the time to stop. Turn off those engines. There's no need to do this. I will. Kaboom. Oh, hit with a wraith.
Alrighty. Let me see some of that damage.
How about that?
23.
With a raise, that's 28, right?
28 plus 4 because it's solar damage.
Yep, 32.
Alright, he has a toughness of 17.
Pretty damn good. Better than mine.
Alright, 17.
And AP4 if that matters.
32. Alright, clear it out. So let's see, 32 minus 17 equals 15.
Yep, so that's 3 wounds.
Right.
It's 3.75.
One more, it would have been 4 wounds.
Alright, but that would be enough to put him down because he already had
Yeah.
one.
That's true. That's true. Unless he soaks.
Alright, let's see if he can soak. And he was shaken. He only soaks 1 wound,
Okay.
so he is not doing too great then. That's going to put him at 3 wounds. 1 more and he is out.
Medkit, what can you do to get those engines shut down?
Working on it.
Alright. Revenant.
Oh, here comes. He's not
Yeah.
yelling from behind the big.
Right, yeah.
yeah, what he's going to use is intangibility to wound him.
Okay.
So basically, it's I get to roll my focus versus his athletics for vigor.
Okay.
Okay, and
Still
do
trying
I
to be team leader. She tells Jack to see if he can't do anything about taking out those cultists at the controls.
Alrighty.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
That's all right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
Alright.
'Cause I could use some advice here.
Okay.
Take
So,
him down.
looks like
Yeah.
you got him on the ropes.
Okay, so do I get any bonus to the roll because of the sword? Because I'm using my sword to go
Yeah.
through them.
Plus 4.
Plus
And
4.
gang up.
Ouch.
Oh, and gang up, yeah.
So plus 5? Or
Oh, you get plus 4 damage. Plus
Okay.
1 from the gang up.
this is the raw roll. Ugh. Gonna Betty that.
He's got a parry of 8. Actually, he's got plus. There's a size difference of 2, so you get +1 from the size difference, and you get +1 from the gang up.
Okay. And the sword, or is that just a damage?
That's just a damage.
Okay, this doesn't really do any damage. It's just does a. It's a contended roll for wounds.
Okay.
Um, I already bennied there, so no, I didn't. Roll again then. Better.
12. All right. Now, what is he resisting with?
Your choice: athletics or vigor. And I still have another +1, I think, to that because of the gang up.
Okay. So with athletics, he's gonna fail. Would you like to narrate how you end the Dark Regent?
Ooh.
All right. He swipes it with his sword, and Renwick's a little bit surprised because it doesn't actually cut his flesh, but he just kind of dissipates slowly and dissolves and falls into a puddle of darkness that spreads and finally just seems to just disappear. He looks down on the puddle and he says, "What a waste! He should have been. It's a shame that he didn't say what a world."
Right.
All right. So yeah, that is one guy down. All right. You hear the sound of giant thudding footsteps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Atomic Mind, I need a fear check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Success.
Alright, so it's fear at -2. That would give you a 5. You succeed. This gigantic mountain of a man just walks right in.
Does he open the door? Does he face through? Or
He has to like duck under, and this is like a warehouse size kind of situation.
gotcha.
Like this is a big ship. Like we're talking.
It's not just a normal door. It's this 20-foot tall door. Yeah.
And he has to like duck under to get through it. All right, he is going to try and swat at you.
Understandable.
I am sorry.
Do we all make fear checks if we can all see it?
Yeah, everybody make a fear check at -2.
Oh.
I wanted to make a character who couldn't die. I would have used the toughness power.
Jacques
good.
is fearless. All right, cool deal.
Jock shrugs.
It's like, oh,
I got a 2.
okay.
Like the greatest reaction you get from him is like, "Oh, haven't seen that before."
I'll bet he as well.
Yeah.
All right, Revenant, you're gonna make it with a 6.
Whoops, I'm not smart. Spirit. There we go. I'll make it with a 4.
Okay,
I have it on.
cool deal. All right. Medkit, you make it with an 11 and an 8. So yeah, this is actually curious to you. You're like, interesting. How does the body maintain such a form?
Yeah. Does anything strange happen with Starblaze when she sees this thing? Does she like recognize something subconsciously or anything interesting like that?
Well, yes, actually. I'm gonna need. Let's see. Let's look up the mind control power really quick.
Oh dear. I should have shut up.
And you're going to have to resist becoming the Regent's puppet, because what
Okay.
happens is it just, if it's there, it takes control.
Right.
It sure is. It sure is. All right, Luke. Mind control, making it strong.
Yeah, if you have a strong modifier, then they resist at -2.
Okay. So which one is it? Is it spirit or smarts?
Smarts.
All right. Starblaze, give me a smarts
I
roll
like-
at -2.
You're asking me like I have the power, but I don't.
Okay.
Smart's -2.
Smarts -2.
One more Benny. So straight up smarts. Get back to my character sheet. Oh, okay.
Starblaze, you just had this epiphany. Your friends are evil. Like, they are trying to turn you against the path of righteousness. They are leading you away from the light. They have to be destroyed.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, they're going to infect everyone around you with their sickness.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I'll just let you choose how you turn on your closest friends.
Okay.
All right. But before you do that, Atomic
Right.
Mind, what is your parry?
Well, my parry is a 5, but I am an unarmed attacker. So he gets a +2,
Yeah.
making that a raise.
Well, they don't use that rule in Supers.
They don't.
Oh,
So,
they don't?
Yeah.
And that's a raise.
Still
Yeah.
a raise.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Luke, I'm really sorry about this. I had this crazy idea that people were going to,
Resist.
yeah. I had this crazy idea that you guys were going to get an ally or something.
Don't worry about this. I can take it. Number one, I have some powers that you might not know I had yet. Number two, I have played in a lot of games where my characters died to some bullshit like every other session. So this is fine by comparison.
So yeah,
Comic book death.
just this one time seems okay.
This is comic book death. Give it a couple issues. He'll be back.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
27.
unless that has AP, my toughness against it is 11.
All right. So
Nice.
That's
With
4
a-
wounds.
okay. And now for the knockback, because
More than 20 points of damage.
12. That's 3 wounds.
yeah, so it would knock you back 4 spaces.
Okay. So 4 is there, and Roos, it was a raise. That's 27 versus 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
27. Yeah.
That's
So I
16,
will
that's 4
spend-
exactly.
Yeah, so I will spend a Benny in an attempt to soak. And I have the Iron Jaw ability, so I get a +2 to it.
Nice.
Cool deal.
That's a 9. So I soak 2 out of the 4 wounds.
It's an
Putting me at
11
2.
with your Iron Jaw.
The +2 is already,
Okay.
yeah, should already be in the math there.
Gotcha. All right, cool
What
deal.
bar should I, what bar should I put for how many wounds I have display on the mini?
The red one.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and go wounds.
there. Oh. Okay. Then
2. There we go.
there it is.
Okay. So that hurt a bit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you folks in on the secret. This guy has the unstoppable special ability. And he's big. Let's see. He's really big. So you guys, you have a +4 to hit him just because he's so big. So pretty much ranged attacks can't miss unless you critically fail.
Hmm.
All right.
Which has happened before.
Do what?
Right.
which has happened before.
Very true.
I almost killed somebody by accident for that.
I would say it's probably a good thing that you weren't facing the engines when that happened.
Yeah.
Right. But does he also get
That would have been a quick end
native?
to the campaign.
Yeah, really quick end.
Right.
The heroic sacrifice of
Oh,
all of
folks.
Louisiana. What were you saying, Roos?
Does he get a negative to hit smaller targets then?
He doesn't actually. He's
Gotcha.
got the SWAT ability, which
Gotcha.
yeah, so he can hit you guys like normal. You can just still hit him easier.
His attacks are basically an area effect because he's so big.
Yeah.
Right. I hear you.
All right. Well, he did. Let's see here. Let me. And he has awareness. He's hardy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And he's pretty powerful. Like, this guy is really powerful. Okay.
They were talking about this, and it looks like it's happened. Unstoppable
Yep.
is a legendary edge in the Fantasy Companion,
Which is great.
so you can actually get it for your player character now.
Yeah, I got a
Nice.
Pathfinder character that I really do. I've been going through the Fantasy Companion looking at how to build this guy.
Yeah.
But, alright, next in line, Jacques. You see this giant, glowing, sort of celestial being step forward and just smack the atomic mind across the room. What would you like to do?
So we defeated the darkness or whatever that was, and then this celestial thing comes out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we assume it's not on our side because it just smacked atomic mind across.
Yeah. Remember that the darkness actually is enslaved by the Solaris.
Right.
So it's sort of like they use them for false flag attacks.
Right. Jacques is oh man. He speaks every language, so he'll he'll wander up to the guy. He's like, oh, "Where'd you come from? Thought you were the good guys." And then he'll stumble over his own feet and spill his coffee on him and distract him.
Okay. All right. We're going to say that's a smarts test. So give me a roll and we'll see if he can resist.
Reroll, so that's good.
Which is good because his smarts is actually his lowest stat.
Smart skilled.
Here I thought that strength would be his lowest stat.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see if he
With a
can.
pitiful fist attack like that, I mean.
You're just trying to mock him. All right. So Jacques, you are the most confusing thing that he's seen in ages.
You can roll on the chart, and he is distracted or vulnerable. I think.
All right.
Raise, so he's distracted again.
And vulnerable. Okay.
Distracted and vulnerable. Let me go ahead and put that in there.
He's like, "Oh, excuse me, let me get that off of you." And he's like,
Spreads it around.
Like,
My white robes.
nothing gets out coffee. All right, distracted and vulnerable. So that means he's got a -2.
Yeah. Distracted and vulnerable and shaken.
Yeah, and you guys, yeah, and he's shaken, and you guys have a +2 against him. All right, so maybe this won't be a total party kill. Medkit.
Did you want to move your mini up to where he's?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, and like with the Solaris, whenever he says anything to you, Jacques, you just see like the little dots appear on his face and move from line to line. Like he's saying something to you, and since you can speak every language, it's like, is that coffee?
Oh, is that good Colombian brew? I've been wanting to try that.
Good coffee. Alright, Medkit, your go.
All right, so I think I want to do a multi-action here and slap a device on the engine here.
Yep.
To try to get power down or interrupt.
Okay.
And then try to lean out from around the corner there and hit old boy with the bubble guts.
Alrighty.
Does he even have guts?
Right?
If you get inside of his guts, is it the burning heart of a star?
Solar Giant has guards.
The answer might surprise you.
Doctors hate him.
So yeah.
The new secret to immortality?
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
So I guess I'm doing mentally controlled.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this character is based off of a character in the book, so I did not come up with this BS on my own. I want you to know that when you get angry for what happens next.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's a focus roll for the machine.
Okay. You're using that to disable the engine, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least throw off whatever these guys are working on. You know, if all of a sudden his power goes out or whatever, you know. But that's what he wants. He's trying to do is interrupt power to this thing. Okay, that's with the -2. On the machines, and then
Nice.
he's going to try. He's do a little fucking. He's trying to concentrate on both at once, but then he'll also take a shot at Big Boy, see if he can bust out some sunspots. And that's a 9.
Alright. So the focus roll, I got it marked down here. What exactly did you want to happen to the engine?
The engine, he's trying to interfere with the power.
Okay.
Like if he can shut off the power, or just interrupt whatever cycle it's going through. Like if they have to start all over again.
Yep.
Wait, turn it back on.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's gonna flicker and falter, and you're gonna like throw a piston out of sync to get an idea of kind of what's happening. So
Right.
you're gonna power it down. They'll be able to fix it unless you manage to gank a part.
Right. This is more of a temporary, slow them down thing.
Right. And then with a 9 on what you were doing to the Regent, what did you want to happen? You were like teleporting in there to cause a wound?
No, it's how I just this is just a to post it, whatever. It's not actual roll.
Infection. Focus roll. It has to make a vigor roll at -2. You got it with a raise, and since he's gonna have to roll this at -4, and that's for his vigor, right?
Yep.
Okay, he has +6 to his vigor.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna go -4, and let's see if the math works.
Oh, and it's strong, so he's got a
Further -2.
Okay, we're gonna spend a Benny to see if he can resist. He does. Does he have a lawn? He does not have a lawn.
Woo.
So I'd be at a -6, actually.
Yeah, -6 with a 10. He will resist.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
What do you mean I couldn't give the big sun giant fucking indigestion?
Yeah. The kaiju killer maneuver did not work on this guy.
Right?
Alrighty. Anything else you want to do before we move on?
Oh, duck right back in full cover.
Cool deal. Alrighty. Atomic Mind.
Okay, I will float myself over back here behind the control panel to take cover, popping my head just above it, only long enough to shoot another charged telekinetic tear at this guy.
Okay.
So I have -2 from wounds, but I have +4 from size and +2 from vulnerable.
Yep. You're gonna hit him.
That's a raise.
Whoa.
40 damage.
Too bad he's
Holy
unstoppable.
shit.
48 technically,
Yeah.
because I got a raise, right? But he's unstoppable. So
Let's see.
Unstoppable doesn't apply if you have a Joker, so let's all try to get a Joker.
All right. Let's see if you can soak that. Yep. He soaks it. I'm gonna say that you're just gonna hit him with this barrage, just absolute barrage of damage, and then he stumbles back up against the wall, and you see like this glowing, flaming skull, and then like flaming eyes, and then all of a sudden like the shroud sort of forms back around his head, and he's back to being the faceless creature that he was before.
I can do that
Yep.
too, you know.
We haven't had to do this in the future, but there is such a thing as a combined attack that you can use in the Supers game.
You might
So
need
if-
to,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if individually we can't hurt this guy, we can kind of all wait and go on the same action card, kind of all hit him at once, and it boosts the damage. It's just
Good idea.
All right.
let's not forget that tactic.
Okay. So let's see if his spirit roll does anything. How long is he vulnerable and distracted?
Till the end
Distracted
of his
goes away.
turn,
Yeah, distracted goes away at the end of his next turn.
All right. So
which would be this turn.
well,
this turn. Okay.
right.
All right. So he unshakes.
Yeah.
All right. Atomic Mind. You are a worthy adversary. He looks at you, and he actually gives like the salute. He pounds his chest, and then he points at you. And now he is going to fire an Eldritch Blast on you.
Eee.
Whoops.
Ooh.
He is going to need to spend a Benny.
I'm trying to take cover behind this
4. All right.
So, does I'm trying to hide behind the control panel? Does that mean I get any cover bonus?
Yes. And also, I will go ahead and tell you that there is a sort of mindless cultist there who is working. And if this might actually work in your favor, let's see the damage. 18 damage. All right.
Excuse me.
Okay.
He critically failed. I want you to know that this does 6d6 damage, and he did not get enough damage. But I'll go ahead and say that he killed the cultist, and
That's
that he destroyed the panel that he's working on. Alright. So let's see. Cover. He only got a 4. So, yeah. I'll say he missed you.
you.
Alright. Starblaze. Your teammates don't know that you've been taken over yet. What would you like to
Right.
do?
Well, if the Regent thinks that the Atomic Mind is a worthy opponent, perhaps I need to deal with him.
Mhm.
So, it kind of hovers up above, this burning aura of the sun all around her, and says, "You will not lay a hand upon the Regent. He is the master of the Solaris. He is my master. And you are none of you worthy to be in his presence, and I will take a shot at the Atomic Mind."
Okay. Take a Benny for role-playing being controlled.
And do I get a whoops, I keep doing that wrong. If he has given me a command, whoop, darn it. Okay, I got it. I get a smarts roll
Mhm.
to break free.
Yep.
But I've made the attack. So at the end of my turn,
For,
that was Solaris Regent. Okay, I haven't made the attack yet. Okay. So, zap.
Alright.
that will hit with a raise.
With a raise.
Mhm.
Okay. As you were saying that, anybody that was looking at her speaking, there was going to be like the whole dot and line moving across her face.
Yeah.
So 12 damage. What's your toughness, Atomic
Well,
Mind?
15. I hit him with a raise.
15. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 11, but that's with 4 points of armor.
Okay.
Yeah, AP. I have AP of 4.
Okay, so
Yes.
against this attack, it's 7, so that would be 2 wounds.
Yep.
So I'll spend another Benny to try and soak it.
And I broke free.
Cool deal.
Okay, so I soak 1.
All right.
She just kind of blinks her eyes and drops to the ground in front of Revenant. What happened? And she looks up at him. "Remember what I told you." And if you don't remember what I told you, Phil, it was a couple of sessions ago. I said that if anything ever happens to me, if I look like I'm going to be compromised, take me down.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Speaking of Revenant, it is your turn.
And we still have to shut the engines of this ship off.
Right.
No, sorry, Lassie. I don't remember what you said. You can fight this. I know you can.
She just kind of shakes her head. I hope you're right. I couldn't fight it a moment ago.
Hmm.
But now I know what he's up. Now I know what I'm up against.
And plus, now we're in it together.
Okay.
What do you say if I take the high road and you take the low road? And Jack will get him
Do
in the
whatever Jack.
north.
Jack will do whatever Jack does.
But you've
Okay, so
already
I
asked.
will. Yeah, we'd have to do
So-
it. We can do it next round.
Right.
But you can go on ahead and take your action.
Hmm.
I'm looking up how to do a combined attack.
Since he's so large.
Yeah, you get a +4 to hit him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just trying to get in range here.
And your Solaris Blade doesn't do extra damage to him.
Okay. Well, I'm more interested in getting his attention. So, I'm going to multi-action with a taunt,
Mm-hmm.
and then with a with that intangibility reaction,
Okay.
because I might be able to take that hit. We'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
Okay, first. D6 -2, but I get a reroll. Ooh,
Alright, and does he resist with smarts or spirit?
hold on a second. I still get a reroll.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to beat that, but just in case.
Just in case.
Okay. Sorry. Barnes. Good.
Smarts it is.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Ooh.
He's on to you. Like, he's not falling for that. Plus, Jacques has coffee, and he wants the coffee. Alrighty. Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I did have that physical attack.
Alrighty.
Well, I focus -2.
I believe he's still vulnerable. He's not distracted anymore, but he's still vulnerable.
Okay.
Okay, 10.
Hello?
Hey, Roos, you back?
Did
Yep.
we lose you? Okay.
Mhm.
Whoops.
Okay, so he gets to fight against um, either agility or athletics.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Sorry, athletics or vigor.
They're both D12,
Mm-hmm.
but Vigor has a D6.
Mm-hmm.
Or Vigor has a 6 added to it. 14.
Alrighty. Well, I was more interested in getting his attention, so.
You do. And Atomic Mind wants to know, does the Regent become vulnerable? I will allow that to be a trick. Like, you can actually use the ranged attack to try and make him vulnerable in a trick. Medkit, your go. What would you like to do?
If the... Oh, shit, what the hell? Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so medkit, seeing that his Bubba Guts thing isn't working, is anybody wounded?
Atomic Mind is badly wounded. He's got 3 out of 4.
Damn. All right. So he'll go ahead and pop over to.
Yeah,
Atomic.
join me. Yeah, join me behind cover, would you?
Yeah.
He's been behind cover the whole time.
Right. Squishy medic. But yeah, he'll go ahead and teleport over.
Okay.
And slap some healing on Atomic here. I'll Benny that. +2 for Elan. 8.
All right.
So took 2 off.
2
Thank you.
down. There we go.
And he's gonna duck down behind full cover here.
The console that the cultist was at has been completely destroyed.
Oh, then he's gonna run the fuck away.
Yeah.
And since there's a little id guy over there, he's gonna book it down south.
All right.
2, 5, 6. Get small.
The cultist does not respond to you. He's continuing to work for some odd reason.
Right. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay. Atomic Mind. You just had the good doctor grace you with his healing ability. Is there anything you'd like to do now?
Yes. I am going to float up to the ceiling. I know there's no more cover, so I might as well do it to be stylish. And reach out with my mind to the Solaris and say, "Do you call that hot?"
All right.
Oh.
You just see a couple of dots just bounce back and forth over his like faceplate, and in your mind it translates to yes.
Atomic thinks to himself, "I guess I need to work on this," and will ready. And seeing that a certain solar-powered superhero ally isn't trying to shoot at him anymore, he is going to nod in her direction and put his fingers against his temples and look from her to the regent. I'm trying to do the teamwork attack thing.
Right.
I don't know how you do that in the rules, like ready in action or something.
Yeah, it's like a regular support roll, but we can choose to add to damage instead of to your attack.
Okay.
Or whoever's got the best ability to do damage should be the main, and then we support that person.
Atomic Mind has
he's-
really good damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right.
I can do 4d8 with my ranged attack, or 5 if
Okay.
I charge it up. And I'm guessing that your light-based attack might be a bit less effective against a Solaris.
4d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm doing all these crazy things is the ability of power stunts. If you spend a Benny, you can do a power stunt, and one of them is all-out attack.
Mm-hmm.
It increases the damage for your attacks by 1 die type.
Oh, okay.
So that would be like 5d10.
Yeah.
Which is more damage than I think he can take.
He's
So-
unstoppable.
Keep that in
The
mind.
Game Master is all out of bennies, but the Regent still has
Yeah.
his.
Well, if you get a Joker,
Yep.
Unstoppable doesn't apply if you get a Joker. So
That's right.
let's hope.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to do the combined attack next turn, so you can still do something this round, or you've already done something. That's right. You.
I have 2 actions.
Okay.
So I will ready an attack. So or no, I'll charge up. I'll charge up for now.
Okay.
Okay. Charging it is. Jacques, what would you like to do?
He will be playing off of the monologue that uh, that
Atomic Mind just did.
Solaris, Starblaze was doing. He's like, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Wayne's World, Wayne's World." And he'll like bow down in front of him and try to like somehow position himself to trip him with his body.
All right. So that's going to be smarts check, right?
Yep.
All right. Give me the roll to see if I can beat it. Looks like a 7.
Hold on, I'm supposed to roll twice. Did it roll twice? Yeah, I got it.
It did.
7.
All right.
Unless you want to spend bennies.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I can roll this again. 7 it is. All right.
Only a 7. You have Elon?
Oh wait, yeah, I do have a 1. So 9.
9.
8.
It would be 9 because
Okay,
of
yeah,
Elon.
It applies to the reroll, right?
Yep. So 8. Right.
8. All right. He kind of panics. He like freaks around. You just start seeing like ping pong looks on his eyes.
He's never encountered a being quite like Jack.
He refuses your offer of worship. All right. So what's it like that? That makes him distracted, right?
If it was a raise,
Nope.
which it was, he's distracted and vulnerable.
Was it a raise?
8
He's got a
8
4.
versus 4. Yeah.
Okay, so he's distracted and vulnerable. Yeah, he's panicking because he's
and
not
shaken.
and shaken. He's distracted and vulnerable because he does not want to be worshipped.
So he sort of back up on those steps.
All right, new turn order. Cards. Let's hit shuffle. Card by suite. Atomic Mind, you have the king.
I will try to use healing on myself.
I thought you were gonna go on hold for the combined attack.
Oh yes, right. There's no readying actions in this in Savage Worlds. Yeah, I go on hold.
Going on hold is that.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you want to spend a Benny for another action card if you want to join in the combined attack, Revenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that way we
Although
try to go before the big bad guy.
my physical damage isn't that much.
Okay.
Now, actually, if I get hit, I could reflect that damage, which was part of my plan.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. If you got something better to do, that's fine.
Yeah. So, but I was wondering, if I do that, can I use the reflected damage? Well,
He would have to hit you first. So.
yeah, I know. I'm just, I don't think that they're two different types of damage. I don't think they could.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Are
Yeah.
you asking if we can hit you and reflect it to him, or?
I'm wondering if I could use the damage that I send him if I do get hit and do reflect.
Okay.
But I mean, it's two different types of damage, so it doesn't
Right.
really add.
team comes. Why would worship make him panic?
Yeah. And Starblaze sub-vocalizes back, I'm not sure, but that's something we can use to our advantage.
All right. Jacques, you're next in line.
I'm going to aid the attack of the conglomerate group. So do I roll fighting, or what do I roll to aid that?
You're going to aid the attack to hit or the damage?
I've already given you a +2 to hit through distraction and
sure, good point.
Mobility. So I guess I'm going to help with the damage.
Okay. Spill your hot coffee on.
Well, again, or maybe just hold him, in place while you hit him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or kind of direct your damage to the most vulnerable spot. I don't know.
Get bungled up and around his feet and make him step into the attack or something. Yeah,
All right. So is that going to be a fighting roll or a athletics roll or a smarts check?
It's whatever works for you.
Well, I'll go with what I've been doing.
So okay, so you go on hold until basically my turn, and then we do the aid then.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Starblaze.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm doing my aid on Atomic Mind's damage.
Okay. So that's a 6.
That's I'm going to try to get a raise. That would be regular. Hang on, let me get back to it.
Don't forget, you get a +2 to this.
Okay, if you add damage, you add a +2 to the damage total, and then to the allies' damage, and on a raise I get a +4. So that's +2 to his damage. That's good.
Okay.
So that that's an 8. So, woof. Okay, there's another 2. Actually, that's a raise. That's another 4. So there's +6 damage.
+6 damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Atomic Mind, you want to give us that roll? See what happens.
Well, no, I got the +2 for vulnerable, so my 6 would be an 8. That'd be +8 damage.
+8 damage.
Yep. And you can, if you want to do the power stun I was talking about, you just spend a Benny.
Yeah. Sure. I will spend a Benny to go with an all-out attack, which will increase my dice to D10s, and I have it charged up, so that's
another.
I roll to attack first. That's right.
Right.
So he's vulnerable. He's bigger than me, and this has spread. So
+6 to hit, +8 damage.
Yeah.
+8 to hit and +8 damage.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
So that's with +2, so I get another +6 to a raise.
Okay.
And I'm dealing 5d8 +8, but I'm using all-out attack, which means it turns into 5d10 +8.
5d10 +8.
Plus a d6 for getting the raise.
Right, and a charge attack doesn't add an extra d6.
The charge attack turns it from 4d8 to 5d8.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Luke,
gotcha. It's
don't
already
use your
accounted.
Luke,
What's that, Anders?
Don't use your Benny.
Jack has bennies. He's got.
No. I mean, it's not that, but I mean, you can only do one wound, no matter how much damage you do. So, I wouldn't use your Benny. I think you're going to hit.
I'm thinking that it would be nice to get at least a 1 wound in, because we'll have to kill him with wounds anyway, and until we do, he's going to be doing stuff to try and hurt us. So if we can give him wound penalties, we're more likely to survive.
Right, but you can only do 1 wound per attack, no matter how much damage you do.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to maximize the chances that it does at least 1 wound.
Better. Yeah, exactly.
I see what your reasoning is, but I think it's more important to get a wound on him than to save my Benny. We can disagree. We can just agree to disagree about tactics.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
42.
Woof.
Would you like to describe what this attack looks like?
So this is telekinetic tear, which is again the purple orbs that are the sizes, each the size of about a baseball or so, that appear in front of me, and then as though a gust of wind were blowing some bubbles at like hurricane force speeds, they all shoot off towards him and tear away the light shroud that he has around him, attacking the what was it, flaming bones underneath.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. He has 32 toughness.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So let's go 42 minus 32.
10, that'd be 2 wounds.
That would be 2 wounds. With the all-out attack, you would give him 2 wounds.
Except he can only take 1 wound, right?
Right.
If he soaks.
He has to soak 2 to actually take nothing. But if he fails to soak anything, it just does 1.
He's gonna opt not to soak.
Okay.
So just
Really?
1 wound.
1 wound.
It's a
So now it's
start.
his turn.
It's
Yep.
a start.
All right. Okay.
As you can see, Regent, we have the ability to defeat you.
You're just gonna see dots and then lights bouncing across his eyes, and he's going to just be like, "But why would you want to?" We are the chosen ones. We are what is good in the world.
This is our world, warts and all. Oh, this isn't your world to conquer.
He's going to point at you, and you're just going to see like it bounce around his eyes, and then he's going to say, "Very well, this is your burden to bear," and then he disappears. You feel a heaviness on your chest, Starblaze. Like you feel something really sink in and sort of like grab you where you're having trouble breathing. It's like you're having a panic attack when he says that,
Okay.
and he just flashes out.
Let's get this thing shut down and get out of here.
Fine by me.
She kind of thinks to herself, "What have I done?"
Atomic Mine, are we out of combat?
Yeah, you guys are out of combat.
Okay.
Anybody wants to give me a notice roll, you can.
I will be distracted while I try to read whatever's going on in this guy's mind.
Yeah. When you look at his eyes, they are rolled back in his head. He's sitting there typing all kinds of stuff, and he's running like repair and diagnostic protocols, but his eyes are not looking at it.
That sounds like he might be a puppet of the all-seeing eye to me.
He is. Take a Benny for noticing that. And also
Right.
2d6 damage for getting in there to read his mind. 6. That's not really going to hurt you, is it?
Right, my toughness is 7 before any armor.
Alright, so you're good to go. Alright, so now that that is taken care of and you folks are working with that, what do you want to do?
Medkit would like to. What he was going to do is try to access the system from the console he's at, and try to determine where this alien flux capacitor, whatever, this alien device or whatever it is, like where it's at.
Alrighty. Give me a research roll.
Will using the machine connection help at all?
Yes.
All right. So, okay, so research or focus then?
Whichever one you'd like.
Five.
Okay, yeah. You will absolutely be able to locate the device, and you can pull it out of one of the boxes. You have it, and it is actually, it looks sort of like a spanner, but there's this globe that just rotates in the middle that's not connected to anything. So you have it. What do you want to do with it?
Express train out, everybody.
Okay.
Choo choo.
All right, so grab the spatial scanner, spanner, whatever from Spacey Space Sprockets, and gather everybody up and space out, dude.
Space out. Alright. I'm assuming that you teleport back to your base?
Yeah.
Alright. Congratulations. If you don't have a point of conviction, go ahead and take one.
Nice, thank you.
Okay.
Can we put the spanner in our secret room? That might be the best place to put it.
Yes, you absolutely can.
I'll tell Ghost what it is and make sure she knows to prevent anyone else from taking it.
She'll actually take it from you and she'll sign thank you, and she will put it in her bag. It is
Okay.
on her person.
Works for me.
She's going to sign to you that she's a little bit surprised that you did that on your own. A little suspicious, actually. Seems like something might be wrong, but at least they can't use that machine. And she's done a pretty good job of shutting down this one if they want to go ahead and pull the spanner out.
Oh yeah, since Medkit knows where to look, he'll just pop in. Hey Bob, grab the spanner and bounce out.
Hey Doc, and he's not even going to look up from the console when you do it. All right. Well, folks, I'll go ahead and say that you have prevented the end of the world.
Yay!
But at what cost?
Starblaze, you sense
Yeah.
something is wrong inside your spirit, inside the essence of what you are. You
Right.
feel like you're being watched, and everywhere you go, in every reflection, you see eyes that aren't your own just staring back at you. An unblinking, unfeeling reflection that is not
Yeah.
your face.
Hey, Starblaze, I want you to know that I don't have any hard feelings about what happened back there, so please don't look so glum.
I am really sorry. My
Mind
mind was
control
my
can...
own.
Yeah, I know how that feels, and I want you to know that I don't blame you for what happened. Everyone's
Thank you.
mind can get controlled one way or another. Sometimes it's affinity like that, sometimes it's psychic powers, sometimes it's like torture and gaslighting and stuff like that, but I want you to know that I don't blame you.
I'm just glad I didn't hurt you more than I did. Would have killed you.
I bounce back. Don't worry.
I mean,
But
we're
I
talking
appreciate your. But I do appreciate your concern.
right. We're talking about folks who use mind control for however long to take over planets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
But I feel like I'm a detriment as long as the Solaris are still out there.
in that case, I mean, we still have the Slayers looking down, and at least with you around, we have, you know, some of that power on our side, so we can understand what we're dealing with. We're stronger
do any
with
of
you
you-
than without you.
Thank you. I was able to throw off his influence. It was not as strong as all that, but I think if we encounter Solaris in the future, I'll have to find some way to steel my resolve. Any of you know of any exercises I can use?
Well, I don't know how well it would work, but getting into someone's mind is kind of similar to mind reading. So I could repeatedly attempt to read your mind, and that way you could get exposure to it and maybe figure out how to resist it better.
That might help. Thank you.
All right.
And I'll restate what I said before. Excuse me. If we encounter another one of those things and I don't shake off its influence, don't hesitate to put me down if you have to. I don't want to kill anyone.
I for one know that I can't promise such a thing. I'm sorry.
I understand.
All right. As you guys are talking, Lynch steps out from the meeting room. Apparently, he's been talking to the Atlanteans, and the Aquamarine and her entourage come out with him.
Okay.
And he's
She
like,
nods. Princess.
she nods. It's like, well, we've got good news. The Atlantean delegation is willing to work with us. We have avoided World War III.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Always good to hear.
It seems
Trying
like
to force a smile.
It's the little things, you know.
Mason has left. The Rangers are not in agreement with the current state of affairs, so they will not be joining us in future endeavors.
What was the issue?
He's going to shake his head like, not now.
Okay.
But he's going to turn to the Aquamarine, shake her hand, say, thank you, Princess. We're glad we could be of service. If you have any need of us, feel free to call. We'll be expecting you at the United Nations. They'll bow to each other. The Atlantean Bioform Healer, the Champion, and the Titan Guard will lead the way as they all just leave.
Bye, Princess. Let's go surfing sometime.
She's gonna turn back and give you the hang 10 sign and wink. Alright, so that is one major problem dealt with.
Hey.
And with that, Lynch is gonna turn
We're
back.
on a roll.
Yeah, you are. And Lynch is going to say,
Well,
what'd you say?
Crescent rolls, or kind of rolls are they?
Swiss rolls?
Lynch is going to say that agreeing to forgive the Atlanteans for the loss of life was a bridge too far. The Rangers are not going to support us in sponsoring them with the United Nations. In fact, they're going to be working against us from this point on.
Well,
Sorry to hear
the
that.
Rangers do have a different. They're not supposed to be dealing with international relations, anyways, right?
That's true, but it's a fine American tradition to stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
There be that.
Well, all right. What have you all been up to while I've been away?
It's another
Went
Tuesday.
shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Another day at the office. I think we should talk. And she kind of gestures towards the. Sorry, we don't want him in the secret room, do we? That's right.
Yeah.
We encountered. Let me think for a minute. We encountered the Solaris,
Mm-hmm.
the beings which provide me with my abilities.
Right.
It didn't go as expected. It went well. We stopped the ship from starting up. Obviously, we're all still here. So kind of fill him in on what happened, not sparing any details, and not trying to make herself look good. She's like,
Right.
I lost myself to them. It was overwhelming. It was like a blinding flash of light. All you can see are spots, and the spots were telling me that my friends were evil. I attacked the atomic mind. I fortunately didn't hurt him severely. Thankfully, between Medkit and his own regenerative abilities, he's going to be fine. But
How exactly did you stop the Regent?
we told him we had the ability to defeat him. We'd actually managed to hurt him. And I told him this world wasn't his. And that we'd defeat him if we had to.
You told him it wasn't his. Well, then, whose was it?
Humanity, this is our world. And we'll defend it if we have to.
You're gonna see like this little sort of like flicker in his eyes,
Shit.
and just you, Starblaze, just you are gonna see that flicker in his eyes,
Right.
and just you are gonna hear this sort of like deep guttural voice just go, "Very well." And then everybody else is just gonna see him nod and be like, "I see. All right then." And folks, that's the end of the campaign.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Oh,
The end of the whole campaign, or just the end of the session?
The end of the campaign. Like you guys
Oh no!
prevented the end of the world, but
Yay!
but it's,
Oh.
but it sets up for something else later.
Yeah. It always
right.
does.
Act 2.
Yeah, Act 2.
When the Empire Strikes Back.
When the Empire Strikes. when I work out more material.
Aha.
All
So
right,
what
then.
we should do is when you decide that you want to run this again, we should start instead of doing like a creative storytelling for the team meetup. It should be a creative storytelling for training montage.
Yes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. You guys missed some encounters. Like you didn't go to meet the headsman.
Right.
Sorry.
No, I'm just telling you, the headsman had some stuff for you.
Okay.
No doubt.
And then, like, you didn't go to Octozin's ship.
Right.
But other than that,
These guys skipped it and,
you went pretty far ahead of things. But
So we were in a maze of mystery and we just destroyed the thing and walked past.
you
Yeah.
didn't.
Right.
You didn't really destroy it.
Okay.
Something happened.
We skipped it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
You skipped.
Wow, that's a nice maze. Let's go this way.
Yeah. If we
Can we go over it?
If we just hug the right wall, eventually we're going. Yeah. If you want to beat mazes, you just follow one wall. It's like,
Like
Yeah.
that old saying, no plan ever survives contact with the enemy or the player characters.
it really doesn't.
Yeah, because honestly, it seemed like this was a step, not the final step. So
Eh.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. I had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for agreeing to run it.
You're
Sure.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So, does this mean no Friday games for a while?
No Friday games for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
You folks are free. Free to live and enjoy your summer.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I guess Anders and Luke, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Have a
Yeah,
good
it
one.
was fun playing with y'all.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
Yep. Bye bye.
Same to you.
See ya.